Hi everyone, I'm Abby and welcome to my channel. You know, I may be Canadian, but I know how to throw a mean 4th of July party. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a delicious 4th of July poolside party spread. We've got a lot going on this table right now, a lot of vibrant colors and amazing flavors. So I'm going to break down each dish for you so you can see exactly how I made it, so you can celebrate 4th of July with delicious food and impress your guests. We're going to start off with this delicious and fruity watermelon salad. For the watermelon salad, we're going to be adding lots of watermelon, of course, some raspberries, blueberries, a little bit of mint, some cucumber for a little extra crunch, and feta cheese. And then I'm going to be topping it off with some fresh lime juice and some olive oil. Just a little bit there, and then we're going to be giving that a good mix. The watermelon salad is all finished and it looks so sweet and fresh and delicious. I'm going to put it to the side here as our first appetizer for the party. These star-shaped fruit skewers are obviously great as a fresh fruit option on the table, but they're also such a cute decoration and totally on theme for 4th of July. For these, you want to use a star-shaped cookie cutter and put them into your fruits and stack them all on your skewer. So for this one, I'm going to be using a strawberry as a demonstration here. Be putting that star in there, really jam it in. And I'm going to be popping that out and sticking it on our skewer. Oops. These are so adorable, and they also kind of remind me of fireworks. In terms of display, I'm going to put these little guys in a cup here, just upright like this. It looks so cute all together. Just going to put these on the board here, and then we're going to be on to our next dish. Our next appetizer here obviously doesn't need much prep, but I just wanted to add a spicy and simple snack to the table. So I just have some barbecue chips here and some very spicy chipotle sauce to go with them. And I'm just going to pop that on our appetizer plate right here. I just got to rearrange things a little bit here because I want you to focus on the most important part of the video, the meat. Although these could be considered an appetizer, you're just going to end up eating so many, they're considered a meal to me. So this is not the most traditional thing to bring to barbecue or a party, but I always bring them and I'm very well known for it. These are crispy barbecue pork belly chips, and I want to show you how delicious they are, so let's jump to that recipe. Let's start off with our seasonings here, so let's add some salt. Get it all over that pork belly. Salt is a really great way to make it crispy, so make sure when you're adding this that the pork belly is really dry. And then of course some pepper. As well as some paprika. And then we're going to add some garlic and onion powder as well. Oops. Perfect. We blocked the wind there. It's getting all over the table. All right. There we go. And let's give all of these seasonings a really good mix, and then we're going to throw on our barbecue sauce. So you don't want to add too much barbecue sauce before you cook the meat, otherwise it might burn the sauce and not make the pork crispy enough. So just add a little of your favorite barbecue sauce here. I'm going to be dumping that all in. We're going to be cooking the pork belly on medium-low. You never want to have high heat with this because it can burn really easily. We're going to get it as crispy as a chip. The pork belly is super crispy now, so we're going to add that extra barbecue sauce to give it that nice smoky barbecue flavor with a really good crunch from the pork. I'm going to throw this to the side, and we're going to get onto our second barbecued item for the party. Of course, it's not a 4th of July party unless we fire up the barbecue. I'm going to be grilling some shrimp with a little bit of vegetables and pineapple with some Cajun blackened seasoning on top. The skewers are fresh off the barbecue. I'm probably most excited about these because that blackened seasoning on the shrimp has that really nice spiced and smoky flavor, while the pineapple has that really fruity, citrusy, and tangy flavor. And of course, the onion's very acidic, so it just all ties together really nicely. I personally believe you cannot have a 4th of July party without at least hamburgers or hot dogs. It's an American classic. So I have some hot dogs here, fresh off the barbecue, and we're going to be doing a fun and decorative piece for the table that's absolutely delicious. So we're going to grab our hot dog here, and I have some Monterey Jack cheese in the shape of a star. We're going to be putting it on top to look like a firework, or what I like to call a rocket dog. Just going to be sticking that there. So cute. And if you'd like, if you have any, put that little American flag toothpick on top. How adorable is that? Like I did with the fruit skewer, I'm going to be displaying these in a cup as well. So they look like a really pretty and delicious decoration on the table. Before we get into dessert, of course, we can't forget a fruity, iced, and refreshing drink to help beat the heat on the 4th of July. I just have a lemonade here full of mixed berries and a little bit of lime with tons of ice, and that's going to be perfect to go on the table for everybody to enjoy. Finally, we're onto the dessert that I love to make for 4th of July parties. Technically, this should be classic ice cream, but it's just so hot out here that it would melt in seconds. So I'm going to be using sweetened Greek yogurt, which is actually really delicious and a good option if you want to try that. I'm going to be grabbing a waffle cone here and some melted white chocolate, and we're going to be rolling it and adding a few red, white, and blue sprinkles. This is totally optional, but I just like the food to look very on theme and patriotic for 4th of July. We're going to let that dry for a second. Oops. And then add our yogurt. It's all dry now, so let's put that yogurt just to the top of the cone here. Perfect. And then we're going to add a little wafer and some fresh fruit. Looks so good. Amazing. I just have some strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries here because I feel like the yogurt is white and the strawberries and raspberries are red and the blueberries are blue, of course. So it's red, white, and blue. Perfect for 4th of July. Look how adorable this is. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to pop them in a bowl as well to decorate on the table. We've got a lot going on the table, so I'm going to move things around, do a little reorganizing, and I'll show you how I like to display things for a 4th of July party. So here's the layout, starting with that mixed berry, cool and refreshing lemonade, which is awesome to have on a hot 4th of July day. And then we have our fruit appetizers here. So we have this wonderful salad with watermelon, feta, blueberries, mint, cucumber, lime, everything good in there. It's so delicious. And of course, these cute little red, white, and blue fruit skewers, which just goes great with the 4th of July theme. And of course, adding that little spice on the table and just a very easy appetizer, which we have our chipotle sauce and barbecue chips here. Moving into the best part, the barbecue. So we have our crispy pork belly here, just so delicious. And you know my favorite thing to bring to a barbecue. And then we have our little rocket dogs, which are so great with the theme for 4th of July. And then lastly, we have our shrimp skewers here with that black and Cajun seasoning, which is so delicious. One thing I really recommend here, always squeeze lime on top of your shrimp just to give it that nice citrusy taste. And lastly, the cutest thing on the table, I think, are these little, what should be ice cream, but yogurt ice cream cones. And these are just so delicious and really nice to have as a dessert. Plus, it's yogurt, so it's not going to melt. Thank you so much for joining me in creating this awesome 4th of July poolside party spread. To see more of my content and to get to know each other better, make sure to click the link and subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'll see you next time. Bye.